Hi guys, ready for another mindset explosion. So just a little special one today. I want to talk about should you stay in your lane. So maybe it's a bit of a buzzword I have been seeing quite a lot of recently, or staying in your box, staying in your lane. Uh, Maybe it's just on my news feed. It's just with coaching now. Some should we stay in our lane? I don't think so. I really don't think that's quite a healthy statement to be throwing around either, especially if you were a coach. And I don't know where it comes from. Where it comes from a feeling of fear or a feeling of, everyone's trying to encroach on my space or whatever. Look, I feel that sometimes we do have to, well, we just got to evolve. Not sometimes we have to. We don't have to. But if we want to grow, then we have to grow. And sometimes that growth means stepping outside your comfort zone, stepping outside the box, stepping outside your lane, whatever your lane may be. And I think keeping that, having that open mindset, on that open mind to kind of think, wow, you know what, I feel there's something more for me now. Because as we grow and evolve, we learn new skills, we get new or new skill sets, we get new ambitions. And I want to grow, I want to develop. But it means for me to do that, I have to step out my lane, my comfort zone, and which is something I've always when I look back, like when I get to the end of the year, I always look back down the mountain, see how far I've come, and actually looking at some of the stuff I've done over the last 20 years, it's like crazy to think how much I've changed and how much I've evolved and the different things I did. And if I'd stayed in that category, I wouldn't be talking about this right now. I'd be a completely different person. So I had to step out my comfort zone, doing things that where people said, I don't think that's a good idea. Is that really for you? You're doing okay with whatever it is you have right here. I had to step out my lane and my comfort zone, outside my box, to just to go traveling the first time. I did that 20 years ago. And then changing a career from engineering to become an instructor. And I wasn't even like fully instructing all the time then either. It was more like part-time instructing and just helping run an academy at the time. So it meant I had to step out my comfort zone each time. And if someone had stood there and said, do you know what, Matt, I think you would stay in your box there or stay in your lane, and it would be my fault though had I stayed in my lane or stayed in my box, because I am ultimately responsible. So if that's been said to you, if you're seeing it, just ignore it for 2 seconds. If you're changing an approach or you're working towards something new, then I say go for it. Don't stay in your lane. Don't stay in your comfort box, because good stuff doesn't always happen. It happens, but good stuff always happens when you step outside the comfort zone. And as a business owner, as a martial arts instructor, as me being me, I want to keep stepping outside my comfort zone. I want to test those boundaries. I want to grow. I want to evolve. I want to aspire to more, and I have to step out of my lane to do that. As simple as that. So the next time you see someone saying that, and if it's said to you, don't take it to heart. It's their problem. If anything, it's like, oh, okay. I think sometimes it's said out of fear. Maybe people say that out of fear. They're worried about you encroaching on something that they're doing, that they're struggling with as much with or whatever. But go ahead, just find a mentor. If you change an approach in a career or a business, then find that mentorship that you need to elevate you and get you up to that level. Yes, it's all scary and it's all brand new and it's something different, and there's a lot to learn. When I became an instructor, there was a lot to learn. When I then took on the center in Cheltenham, there was a lot to learn. Then when I decided I was going to buy that out, there was even more lot to learn. And even now, there's a lot to learn. So there's always something to grow and aspire to, but it means stepping out our comfort zone. It means stepping out of our lane. Doesn't mean staying in a box. That's someone else's issue. You crack on, do what you need to do, and just believe in yourself. But there's always someone out there that can help and guide you for that. All right. So it's just only a short one today, but just something I feel quite strongly and passionate about. If you we should be growing and evolving. That's my opinion. And to do that, it means stepping outside the comfort zone, because that is where the good stuff is at. And it is scary. It is nerve-wracking. Anything can go wrong. But you know what? It's the same energy, just doing the same old thing day in, day out. And if you're happy with that, cool. Stay happy with that. If you like me, you like to grow, step out your lane sometimes. Go and explore something new, and you find out, you get some answers along the way. And sometimes I've stepped out and think, yeah, I'll try this, and think, no, maybe not for me. Not quite that one. But I learn a heap as I do that, and actually it benefits the other things that I'm going to do. So every decision that we make, that where it's maybe a bit of a change of direction or change of approach, we are going to learn stuff on the way. We're going to get a whole load of information that is going to benefit us in anything else that we do. So even as an engineer, what have I learned from being an engineer that has been relevant to me being a business owner, or when I was a martial arts instructor? I learned about systems. I learned so much about that. I learned about things I didn't want to do as well. So I got a lot of information from that. So that everything we do is a skill set that we can take on later on. So don't stay in your lane. Like, staying in your lane is for other people, where they want you to be, so they can go and do what they want to do, which is probably what you're doing or what you wanted to do. So don't stay in your lane. Do not stay in your box. Keep changing it, keep expanding it. Great things will definitely happen. And there you go. There's my bit of a Monday mindset. So let me know, what things have you thought about? You know what, I really want to do this. What are the fears behind it? But like I say, obviously, go ahead and do it. But comment below if there's anything like that. Let us know. Let's talk about it, and let's see if we can work a way for you to get forward, moving towards the things that you want. That's it. Say it's a short one. Peace, love. I'll see you tomorrow for some other mindset tips.